Hello Year 4, in this video I'm going to show you how we can apply all that number bonds to 100 work when we are giving change from £1. So if you go into a shop and you buy a chocolate bar for 67p, how much change would you be able to get, or would you get, if you went in and you paid with £1? And we're going to use our number bonds to 100 to help us sort this out. So it should be just a quick recap of what we did last week. So I'm saying, right, my chocolate bar is 67p. Notice I've used a chocolate bar. I probably should have used something healthy, bought something healthy, never mind. So I'm trying to find the difference between 67p, what I owe the shopkeeper, and £1. So what the shopkeeper has to give me back. And I'm doing it exactly the same way as I did my number partners to 100 work the other day. So I think about this 7 here. What do I add to that 7p that gets me to the next whole 10 pence, which is 70p? Well, I know that 7 and 3p get me to the next 10, which is 70p. From 70p, I can then think, well, I know my number bonds to 100. I know 70 add 30 is 100, and I know that £1 is made up of 100 pennies. So £1 or 100p. So if I know 7 and 3 make 10, I know that 70 and 30 make £1 or 100 pennies. So if I add up how much change should I get altogether, I should get 30p and 3p change, because that's how much I've jumped on in total. So I should get 33 pence change. And this will even work if you want to give yourself an extra challenge and you want to say give change from £5. It's exactly the same principle. So I'm going to go into a shop again now. I've got high-tech board rubber here, look, my sleeve. Don't tell my children, I'll tell them off for doing that. So I'm going to go into a shop. I'm going to be healthy this time. I'm going to spend 45p, and I'm going to spend 45p on an apple. But instead of going in and giving a £1 coin to the person on the checkout, I'm going to pay with £5, with a £5 note. Feeling rich today. So I have to find what is the difference, what am I owed back from that £5 once the 45p has been taken out. And I could show this on a bar model as well. There's my £5, that's what I went in with. I've spent 45p, just about squeeze it in, and I want to know how much money I've got left. So I do it in exactly the same way as I've done for £1 really. I start with my 45p. What do I add to 45p to get me to the next 10 pence along? Well, the next 10 pence along is 50p. And I know using my number bonds to 10, 5 and 5 get me to the next 10, which is 50. What do I add to 50p to get to the next £1? And remember, £1 is also 100 pennies. Well, 50p, I know 50 and 50 makes 100. So 50p, add another 50p gets me to £1. I'm at £1 now. What do I have to add to get me to £5? Well, I can count on. I could do it in individual pounds, or I could say, well, I'm at £1. What do I have to do to get to £5? I have to add £4. So what have I added in total? I've added £4, add 50 and 5, and if I add it all together, I get £4.55 change. Notice if I've used the pound sign, I don't then need to use the pence as well. Right, have a go at some of these. You can either stick with giving change from £1, or you can go giving change from £5. It's entirely up to you. Good luck.